Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing to you what I know about data organization and data cleanup in Microsoft Excel. You can also apply this in Google Sheet as they have the same functionality. So for the first part, we'll discuss text to columns. So as I define it, text to column basically splits the information in a single cell into multiple set of cells. So let's get on to the simulation part.
For our first simulation, our target is to separate the product code from the product description, which you can see in columns B and C. To do this, select the first cell, then Ctrl-Shift down, and go to the data ribbon, then click Text to Columns, and choose the delimited option. Let's click Next. And our delimiter for this sample is the dash. So let's key in dash under other, and you'll notice that there are a line now that separates both the product code and the product description. Then click next. So we'll choose the general option, and then for the destination, click the button here, and then choose the columns B to C where the text to column option will be applied to. Then click enter, and then click finish. In this exercise, we were able to separate the product code from the product description. We can also do the text to columns for names. So we can use this when we want to organize our directory. So the sample here has a surname and a first name, which are separated by comma and a space. So let's choose all the names again. Let's choose delimited again, then click next. And since the surname and the first name are separated by comma, let's unclick the other and choose comma. Then click next. Select again the destination cells. And then finish. So you'll notice that the surname and the first name are now separated. You'll notice that there's a space at the start of the first name. So the fastest way to remove the space is to select all first names, then Ctrl F so that the find option will pop up. Then go to replace. So for this exercise, we're finding the space. So type in here under find what space, then replace, don't put anything on it, and click replace all. So you'll notice that all the space in front of the first name are now removed.
So next on the list is removing of duplicates. How I define removing duplicates is basically very straightforward, as in you'll remove the duplicate information among the set of rows and columns. So this is applicable, kunwari, if you have a lot of information which you manually encoded, tapos kunwari, nag-encode ka and it happened na hindi mo na double check and na double encode ka na pala. So you want to clean up your data para hindi naman paulit-ulit yung set of information. So what you can use to clean up your data is the remove duplicate options under the data ribbon. So let's get on to the simulation part.
So this is the same set of information that we had when we did our text to column for our products. But for this sample, you'll notice that there are several SKUs which have multiple encoded entries. So let's remove the duplicates the fastest way possible. So let's choose all the contents here and choose remove duplicates under the data ribbon. So since we chose only the information and not the header, let's remove this one. And then select all and then click OK. And you'll see an alert which says that all the duplicates are now removed.
So next on the list is flash fill and concatenate. In the previous portion, we were able to split the names into separate set of cells already. Pero paano kung bigla kang sinabihan ng boss mo, ay ibalik mo na lang pala sa dating format? Kaso, na-save mo na, hindi mo na ma-undo. So paano yun? Ima-manually encode mo na naman ba? It will take you a lot of time. So, there are options in Excel which you can use para hindi mo siya mamanu-manuhin ulit na encode. So, we'll use flash fill first. So, flash fill basically adapts yung pattern that you used in the first cell and it will automatically fill up the succeeding set of rows na based dun sa pattern na sinet mo in the first cell.
So now that we have separated the surname from the first name, let's look into the option where we will combine again the first name and the surname. With the flash fill, let's set first the pattern in the first cell. So we want to combine both the first name and the surname. So let's put here John Cruz. And then, using the flash fill, we will be able to fill up all the succeeding cells below. So we'll just click in the first cell where John Cruz is located and then click the cells where all the pattern will be replicated to. And then under the data ribbon, choose flash fill and it will automatically follow the pattern.
So aside from flash fill, you also have the option to use the function concatenate. So before, it's concatenate in Microsoft Excel, but now it's a shortcut to concat. So this is also applicable to both Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets. With concatenate function, you will be able to combine again the information in separate cells into one single cell only.
Aside from the flash fill, we can also use a function which is the concatenate or the concat to combine both the first name and the surname. So let's follow the pattern which we used in the flash fill option. So select the cell where John Cruz will be located and key in equals concat or concatenate. Then choose the first name. So it's located in cell B6, comma, quote, space, comma, since we'll be putting a space in between the first name and the last name, then comma, and then click cell A6 to choose the surname Cruz, and then close parenthesis, and then enter. And now, the first name of John and the surname Cruz are now combined in one cell. So let's just drag it until the bottommost portion of the table. And you see that the function concatenate was applied to all rows.
Aside from the concatenate function, we can also use the ampersand symbol so that we can combine the information from different set of cells into one single cell only.
Aside from the flash fill and the concatenate function, we can also use the ampersand symbol to combine cell contents. Key in equals, choose the cell where the first name is located, ampersand, quotation, space, quotation. Since we're separating the first name and the last name using a space, ampersand, and then the last name, which is located in cell A6. And then click enter. And then let's drag this cell until the bottommost portion of the table.
So the next thing that I'll share to you is data validation. So with data validation, you can limit the information or option that the user can input in the cell.
Let's set a scenario where these people will select among the options their preferred date for a meeting. So let's select all cells and select the data validation under data. In the settings, let's choose date. And suppose that they can choose a set of meeting dates in between September 13 and 17 So we'll put here September 13 and end date is September 17. In the input message, let's put in a title. And in the input message, let's key in. Let's also set an error alert if the person choose a different date other than those available. So let's make sure that there's a check mark in the show error alert after invalid data is entered option. And in the title, let's put reminder. And in the error message, and then click OK, you'll notice that all cells are now part of our data validation. So for John, let's put September 15. Anna chooses to meet on September 13. But for Grace Santos, she chooses another date which is not part of the option. So let's put in here September 19, click enter. And because Grace Santos chose a date which is not part of the option, a reminder pop-up box was shown which shows the error message that we inputted a while ago. So let's click retry and choose a date which is part of the option. So September 14. Another method that we can do with data validation is to incorporate a drop-down list. Let's list down all the optional dates in which the people can choose from. And now we're ready to have that drop-down list. So select all the cells where the drop-down list will be applied to. Then click data validation. And then go back to the settings. Then for this sample, let's choose list. And then under the source, click the button here and choose all the dates that you listed below. And then input message. And then error alert. And then click OK. All cells now have a drop-down list that contains all the optional dates. So let's try. So John, Cruz, select September 15. So we'll just format first the cell to dates. And then let's go back. So Ana De Leon chooses September 14 for this instance. So Grace Santos chooses September 15. And for this scenario, let's try to input September 17. Let's see if it will show. So even if September 17 was manually typed, it will still be accepted by the cell since it's still part of the option. So let's try typing in September 18 here. So September 18 is not part of the list or the options. So let's click enter. The reminder box is again seen here. And you are reminded to choose only dates between September 13 to 17. So let's retry.
So the next thing that I'll show you is conditional formatting. So as the name implies, conditional formatting, basically we format the set of information based on the conditions that we set. So you can use conditional formatting for instances when you want to color code things, and if for example you're in sales and you want to easily see where are you declining or where are you growing, mas madaling intindihin or mas madaling ma-visualize when you use conditional formatting.
This is a sample of a class schedule. So we want to organize our data by color coding each row based on the subject. You'll notice that there are 4 subjects, which is similar across all the days of the week. The first thing to do is to select all the information in the first row. And then under the home ribbon, click Conditional Formatting, choose Highlight Cells Rules, and then More Rules. And then here, choose Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Let's type in equals, $sign to lock column A, and then 6. So we'll not put a $sign in 6 since we will also apply this format to the other rows. Equals. Let's put math in quotation marks. And then choose the format with here. So let's choose custom format, and under fill, let's choose the green color, and then OK. And OK. So you'll notice that the first row is now colored green. So let's plug in all the conditional formatting for all subjects. Let's not choose the other rows yet. We'll plug the same conditional formatting in the same row. Let's click Conditional Formatting again, then Highlight Cells Rule, More Rules again. Choose the Use a Formula to determine which cell to format again. And now, let's type in the same cell that we chose a while ago, and then equal. Then let's choose another subject. So for this one, let's put in English. Choose custom format again, and for English, let's use blue. And click OK. And OK. You'll notice that no changes have been made to our first row. And since we've plugged all the conditional formatting already in our first row, let's make sure that all the information are selected. Then Control C, and then select the succeeding rows. Right-click, Paste Special, and then choose Formatting. All the conditional formatting that we plugged in a while ago are now applied across all rows. In the next sample for conditional formatting, you'll see a sales growth computation for selected products. So you'll notice that there are certain products which achieve growth and some have declined this year versus the previous year. So we want to color code the growth here so that we can easily see which product achieved growth and which one did not. So let's select all the cells here under growth. And then in conditional formatting, let's choose highlight cell rules and then choose greater than. And let's put in here 0. So for all the percentages above 0, our format will be green filled with dark green text. And then click OK. And let's set another conditional formatting for the decline. So for this one, let's choose less than 0 and choose the light red fill with dark red text. And then click OK. Now, it's easier to see which product grew and which product declined. Another application of data formatting which we can use for growth monitoring is the conditional formatting via data bars. So let's choose all the cells again with growth numbers and then choose data bars under conditional formatting. Then let's choose, for example, the green solid fill option. And there, you can easily see which are growing and which one are declining.
So the next thing that I'll show to you is the consolidate option under the data ribbon. With the consolidate option, it will be quicker for you to combine the set of information in different sheets or even in different workbooks.
The objective is to consolidate all the contents of both sheets. And we'll put the consolidated information in this consolidated dash credit cards sheet. To do this, let's go back to the data ribbon and choose consolidate. And in the references, let's choose the first sheet that contains credit card 1. So let's choose the whole table. And then click plus. And then choose another one again. So let's go to credit card 2 and select the whole table. And then click plus. And here, let's click the create links to source data and choose both top row and left column, as both have top rows and left column information. And click OK. Now, it automatically generated a consolidated sheet where all the information in both sheets are consolidated.
So as a bonus, I included GoalSeek in this video. So with GoalSeek, you'll put in the option or the output that you want, and it will calculate backwards to get the input that is needed.
For this sample, I made a rundown computation of a net payout amount with the consideration of the VAT exclusive amount, the VAT, and the EWT. And from there, we were able to derive that the net payout amount, net of EWT, or expanded withholding tax, is 5,500. Using the GoalSeek option under the what if analysis, we can derive what will be the VAT exclusive if we are looking for a certain net payout amount. So let's click the what if analysis under the data ribbon and then choose GoalSeek and then set the cell. Let's select the net payout amount cell and then to value. So for example, we want to set the net payout amount to 6,000 pesos. So since the computation hinges on the VAT exclusive amount, we will click the cell for the VAT exclusive amount for the by changing cell and then click OK. And you can see that the GoalSeek option showed us that with the 6,000 targeted amount for net payout amount, the VAT exclusive amount should be 5,454 pesos and 55 centavos.
That's it, guys. I hope with the things that I shared to you, you will be able to become more efficient in terms of cleaning up and organizing your data. So I want to thank again the people who have already subscribed to my channel. If you're here and it's your first time to watch my video, I hope that you subscribe to my channel too. So I've uploaded already 2 videos other than this one, and I hope that you share this channel to your friends, families, and colleagues. If you have comments and if you want to suggest things that I can also do for succeeding videos, feel free to put them in the comment box below. So before you leave this video, I hope that you give this video a thumbs up. And thank you for the wonderful people who supported me and shared my first video because it already reached 1,000 views. So that's it. I hope that you all stay safe, continue to learn new things, and share your knowledge to other people. Bye!